it's Christie Blushy here. I am back on our series of skill requirements for our X teams for the 2025-2026 season. We are releasing skill requirements for each of our X teams, one after the other, to prepare athletes for what's in store for our 20th year, which is going to be our best year ever. Last video, I released requirements for X Factor, and now I'm going to move on to Senior X. Now, it is a goal of ours to have Senior X be a level 5 senior team. How many members? It just really depends. We assume it's going to be small. Small teams kind of live between 11 and 17. We can go up to 22 if there is, the talent that is there. But we are looking to field a level 5. We want to really prep these kids for the next step, which would be X Factor. We want them competing at a level 5 level. Again, to prepare them, we do feel as though we've got enough talent to be able to field a team like this. So I am going to go over the requirements for Senior X for those athletes that want to prepare for being on a team like this. With it being level 5, there are going to be requirements kind of bumped up from what was last year's team. Senior X last year was a Senior 4, again going up a different level. There are some changes on what these athletes are going to be required to do. Now, we use the word mandatory, and then we use the word preferred, and we use the word bonus. So preferred skills is what we're looking to see. It's what we want to see at evaluations if you want to be evaluated for Senior X. We're not using mandatory because we do know that with these teams, there's going to be broader skill levels, and there are going to be kids that are tumblers versus stunters. So there's going to be a variety of skills and talent that we're going to need to make these teams nice and strong, and different skill sets that are important with this group of kids. You're going to see more of the word preferred used with Senior X as opposed to mandatory, but I want people to kind of think the word mandatory, so you're pushing yourself for that, but no, preferred is what we're using, so that way you are not completely eliminated if you can't do some of these things, if you can do other things that we're asking for extremely well. So start with tumbling like I did before. For Senior X Senior 5, the preferred standing tumbling is going to be a 2-2 layout. 2 back handsprings into a layout. For the most part, a lot of our kids, even being on Senior 4, or kids that are aging out of either Junior X or Youth X, or even some of our other teams, Prodigy, some of the level 3s, some of the level 4s, I feel like this is a skill that a lot of kids can easily perform for us. And again, that skill is a 2 to layout. That is the preferred standing skill. The bonus standing skills are going to be a toe touch back tuck. That's a new one. We haven't been training those in a while, so I'm actually kind of excited that the toe back is coming back. A toe touch tuck is going to be a bonus skill. If you have a strong standing tuck, you should easily be able to pick this up if you haven't been doing it. Start training it, train with jump timers and all that, but a jump to tuck, toe back, that's what we're going to be looking for as a bonus skill. And the next one is going to be a 1 to layout. A 1 to layout is a little bit more difficult, but I know a lot of kids can pull it off if they're training and kind of making that a priority in their private lessons or their tumbling classes over the course of the next 2 months. So those are the standing skills for level 5 Senior X. Running skill. Again, preferred skill is level appropriate, round off handspring full. That is going to be the skill that most of this routine is going to be based off of, is how many round off handspring fulls that we have. The bonus skill for that is going to be, or for the running tumbling, is going to be a specialty through to full. You don't need to do the same skill sets that you would for level 6 that you would do in level 5. You don't need the Arabians and all that. There's different level appropriate requirements for this. It's a little bit simpler. There's the front walkover, there's the punch front, there's the whips, but you don't need the elite pass to be on Senior 5. But a round of handspring full is what we prefer to see from everybody, and the bonus would be that specialty. The round of handspring full is elite level appropriate. That's what you see most level 5 teams doing. It's just kind of like level 4 where the round of handspring layout is the elite level appropriate. So those other skills, the specialties, are a bonus. Stunting, similar to X Factor, with the exception of we're using the word preferred, because we do understand that there are going to be some kids that make this team that are really strong tumblers that might not be able to stunt as strong, and vice versa. We know that there's going to be some strong stunters that might not be able to tumble as strong. So that's why we're using that word preferred. Preferred will be to base, back, or fly, again in a high to high, a full up to extension, and a full up express up to extended level. Again, most kids that have been on Senior X before, or if they've been on Youth X, or even some of the kids that have been on, again, the other level 4 or level 3 teams, they have done stunt clinics, they have trained, they do have some basic understanding of how to do these skills. We are, again, offering clinics where they'll be able to learn if they haven't. And for the most part, we will stunt in a callback that we'll be able to see if your athlete can execute these skills strongly. Now, stunting as far as the bonus skill, again, because we have found in the past that some kids can basket and aren't necessarily like max flyers or elite flyers, but they basket well. A bonus skill is that hitch kick single basket or the kick double basket. All right, so if they can do those are a bonus skill that will help their cause on making making this team. And then getting into that bottom of the score sheet that, again, we are putting a lot more importance in this season because we have found that this year we did a great job with our teams as far as maxing out difficulty, maxing out stunting, tumbling, and even routine composition. And a lot of those placements and those final things really fell on that bottom of the score sheet. And the teams that really did well with this are the teams that ended up getting their summit bids sooner or getting, those paid bids and all that. So it is important that we pay attention to the bottom of the score sheet and we don't think of it as an afterthought, because for the most part, we're upping its importance. With that, preferred jumps for Senior X will be a level toe touch. And as I said with X Factor, level toe touch is level, parallel to the floor. We will have videos that show examples of what a level toe touch is. And again, if you're a strong enough athlete that you can perform all the skills I talked about before, you can get your jump level with a little bit of work. The bonus jumps is a level toe touch with no drivers taken off. So you might come in and have a level toe touch, but your arms are still a little wonky and your landing's still a little crazy, okay? You'll get that credit for having a level toe touch, but a bonus is if you're a level toe touch that no drivers are taken off, like you do a perfect level toe touch. And obviously the bonus is those with above level as well. And we have videos that will show you what an above level toe touch is if you don't know. But if you're watching this video and you want to make Senior X, you know what an above level toe touch looks like. And then as far as dance and performance, same thing as X Factor. We are going to be looking at athletes that make this team achieving between an 8 and a 10 on their dance and performance. How do you judge dance? You judge dance on their precision, their knowledge of the dance, their footwork, their sharpness, their arm placement. How do we judge their showmanship? By their showmanship, their face, their confidence, how strong they are at performing this dance, and how they present. Again, a perfect 10 kid, we want perfect 10 kids on all of our teams. And if you are just outstanding at dance and performance, that brings a lot of value to a team. So even if you might not have all the tumbling requirements or the stem requirements, and you are out of control good at performing and dance, which dance, we think of dance as like the end of the routine, the actual dance, but there's dancing going on throughout routines. There's choreography, there's movement. And if you are outstanding in that, and then we know that you can be showcased in the routine, that's going to benefit you as well. So again, we will be teaching a dance at evaluations, and we will be posting it prior to evaluations so the kids can learn it. And athletes are going to be judged by a judge on what they bring as far as that dance performance. And that can help get you up there as well. All right. So those are the requirements for Senior X. Again, we're going to have lots of clinics and lots of opportunity to work on these skills. And if you ever have questions, you can always ask me or any of the other coaches. And we look forward to our evaluations coming up in May.